Alright, so it is Andor Day, and it's going to be a long one because all three of these episodes clock in at almost an hour. So, excuse the fact that these reviews may be a bit short, or if I forget any information in these episodes. But it's the deal of them dropping three episodes, with an hour in length. Might forget some details, but we are going to press on because I just got done watching Andor Season 2, Episode 4. Ever Been to Gorman is the episode title name. And in this episode, we flash forward another year into the future. It is now 3 BBY. Andor and Bix are living in Luthen's safe house in Coruscant. Meanwhile, Serial has made his way to Gorman, being transferred there, still in his same type of job that he had while he was on Coruscant. And all of our major players are really focusing in on Gorman as tensions there start to escalate. Now, what I really loved about this episode was all of the different storylines that are going on right now, because I'm assuming all of these players will converge together on Gorman, where we will see them collide probably for the first time this season. But Serial taking a job there is revealed later on in the episode that he is indeed working for Dedra and trying to gather intelligence about what's going on Gorman. And I think that it can be looked at something as like, oh, like Dedra's kind of manipulating Serial there for a little bit. But on the other hand, you could also look at it and as like, oh, they're actually like doing something together. They're bonding. How adorable. By like spying on an entire rebel cause on the planet. Oh man. Um, but Serial is able to infiltrate a rebel Gorman meeting, um, and listens in and tries to get his hooks in the group. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, Bix is still struggling with the fact of, you know, she has to do certain things certain ways, and she's also still having nightmares about Gorst and what he did to her. And I love the conversation that they had at dinner, where, you know, Bix is clearly talking about like Gorst, and Andor is talking about Luthen. It's like, these things in our heads that, they go away for a little bit, and then when you're calm, they just come right back, and it haunts you. Like that's such good writing. We are kind of acquainted with what Lonnie Young has been doing during this time. He's still helping out the Imperial force at I believe it is the ISB. Still, trying to come off as a loyal soldier, but he is still giving information to Luthen. In this episode, Partagaz hounds a guy for having 30 people in custody, and it's like, well, why haven't we gotten any intel yet? And Lonnie pipes in and says, well, one of the reasons is because we might be arresting too many people. We don't have the manpower to go through all these prisoners. And Partagaz and Yularen and the Emperor were going to have a meeting talking about increasing their forces. And Lonnie passes off the information that Dedra is in charge of Gorman, and that she's off axis. Whether she likes it or not, she's off axis. And that kind of breathes a sigh of relief into Luthen a little bit, like that she's off axis, but why is she so concerned about Gorman? And Lonnie doesn't have the answers to that quite yet. And so, Luthen's really pushing Lonnie to get some answers about what is going on. Mon Mothma, we get to, catch up with her a little bit in this first episode. And, of course, she is hounding senators about, trying to help her out with this Gorman relief plan, trying to stop this PORD from going forward. And of course, from those who've watched Rebels, would know that this is a big thing that eventually leads to Mon Mothma kind of, going public with, her being a part of the Rebel cause. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of what kind of a domino effect it'll lead to later on. And then finally, you may have been wondering, well, where Willman was during this episode. Well, he has joined forces with Saw Gerrera's group, and Saw sees that he is very useful. And every single time Forrest Whitaker is on screen, like, you pay attention to what he says. He is such an incredible actor. And he, basically, tells women, you can die one of two ways. You can either die from the inside or die from the outside. And basically, he's keeping Willman until what he needs is received. And, damn any agreement. So this is very, very interesting first episode. Definitely setting up a lot of building blocks to potentially be knocked down in later episodes. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about episode 1 of what I'm calling the Gorman arc, aka episode 4 of season 2 of Andor. Really loved this episode. And now I gotta go and watch the other 2 episodes. So until then, guys, be safe out there, and I'll catch you next time.